So my name is Jonathan Blanchet and I'm a creative coder from Paris, France, and a member of the Lab212 Artistic Collective. The Lab212 Artistic Collective is an interdisciplinary collective created by students from a Parisian school called Les Gobelins. And we created the collective in 2008, right after finishing our studies. And the goal of the collective is mainly to create interactive installation where we try to make intangible stuff like sounds or lights or wind more visible. And we like to involve the users into our stuff, so it's really interactive. So we mostly work with sounds, lights, sometimes things like the wind, stuff like that, and we try to make them more visible with technology and with audience interaction. So the piece we're showing in this exhibition is a piece called Portée that was first shown in Belgium in a church for the Kick Festival, and we're showing it in a different way. But the main goal of this piece is to involve the users and to make them some kind of pianist, because they will touch some light strings and it will play some melody on the piano. Portée is a French name for the musical score. So when the user plays with the string, it kind of adds notes to the musical score, so to the portée. Portée is made of light strings in a dark room, and when the user touches the strings, there is a motion sensor that is activated, and the information about which string was touched is sent to a computer that will send a MIDI note to the piano, so that the piano plays a small melody created by a French artist called Chapelier Fou. It is a very short melody made by the Chapelier Fou, and each string is associated with one or two melodies. So when you touch the same string again and again, you'll hear the same sound, but if you move around in the room, you can create your own composition by mixing different ones. Without the audience, the piece is a bit like asleep, and the audience is like the pianist in this work. When the audience plays with the light string, they will add note to the background music, and it will create a different composition every time an audience plays with the strings. So Portée inspiration is like often for our work to make something intangible like the sound more visible to the user, and in this case one of the inspiration of Portée is Greek architect and composer and mathematician called Ioannis Xenakis, who did a lot of work trying to mix mathematics, architecture and music. And it's one of the main inspirations. This guy worked with the French architect Le Corbusier and is one common inspiration for Lab212. So this is the main story behind it. So there are different ways to experience Portée. You can play alone and create your own composition, or you can play all together with the audience and create some other kind of composition, because if people are playing with multiple chords at the same time, it should still create something nice to hear, because Chapelier Fou think about this piece like that. So even if the audience is big and people play with all the chords at the same time, the sound should still be harmonized. Just want to say too, not to hesitate to play with the piece, so just have fun, pull the strings and try to play the best piano part you can. I hope they will be moved and happy to be some kind of pianist, even if they don't know how to play piano, because one of the goals is to make the music creation easier with Portée.